Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Soul Soul for Heretic on the Dower Smite-Meister difficulty played through GZDoom. We're doing all levels with a 1 start, and this is E1M3, Royal Gardens. Let's begin. Alright, after grabbing all the items, we can press the button to be lifted up to our first fight. Now this fight might seem intimidating at first, but if you kind of just stand here, and if they don't fire at you, these Iron Liches will get into infights with these undead warriors, which will kind of trivialize the next steps, which will include firing and getting these saber claws dead. So just beat the crap out of them. You probably want to use 1 time bomb, not 2, because we're going to press that button and go up here, and we're going to shoot these guys. And use a time bomb on them too. Just be careful about your positioning, and you should be alright. Alright, pressing this button will lower the health staff and the greater runes. You might even get some lesser runes out of the saber claws. But after you've dealt with them, you can use the health staff to kill the rest of the Iron Liches and maybe some undead warriors if they haven't killed them yet. They might even be so nice as to drop a Morphome for you. If that's the case, then you can probably use that for later. Anyways, you want to go into here, press this button that looks like the end level button. And then you can grab a crossbow and also go into here and press that button. And now the Disciples of the Sparrow are free, and they're going to fly all over the place. You can try to focus fire one of them, but odds are you'll probably just run out of health staff ammo anyway, so I just recommend just firing like crazy until you've exhausted your ammo supply, because you'll basically soften them up to finish off with the rest of the ammo you got from the crossbow. And maybe the Album 1 if you want to use that. So this encounter is basic bullet dodging. One of these guys might be so kind as to drop a Tome of Power, which I'm not sure if I want to use because those are rare. Anyways, I'm going to press this button, which will lower the lift again, but also lower this secret with the Morphome. And we're just going to go around in a little circle and grab all the stuff that we can, including but not limited to a Dragon Claw, some health pickups, a bag of holding, and even more ammo and other miscellaneous pickups, including the apples that are just lying around the ground. Gotta get our fruit in. Anyways, we're gonna use our newfound weapons to just basically exterminate anything we see. We're just gonna run around in a circle just to get them to infight, but also to get out of the way from any other enemies. Now, if you get some time bombs, you want to probably use them with the saber claws, because they corral pretty easily. You can use the pinky bite technique for that. But you'll probably run out of ammo for things of choice if you hang around in one spot, but it's still fine. You won't completely run out of ammo if you just hang around in one little spot most of the time. As long as you're not dead, all is well. So I'm going to use the Album 1 against these guys, since I want to guarantee I actually hurt them. Now I can just shoot the big center bolt, since that does the most damage, but I might as well be a little efficient with ammo. Even though there's plenty of it to go around. Just need to use it wisely. I'm just trying to get the best out of my Album 1 is all. Anyways. Here's some remaining window dressing. A little bit of cleanup. I'm going to use the Album 1 again, since there's a Crystal Geode. And I want to hit scan these guys to death. You don't have to completely neglect your Elven Wand. You can keep it around a bit. Especially when there's ammo for it. Anyways, there's this fellow we haven't dealt with yet. Because he's still a bastard. But we got him. Anyways, we also got Silver Shield. We probably could have grabbed that earlier, but I didn't want the disciples to come out and fly around. And I wanted to make sure all the other enemies were dead. As strange as it may be, my methods are... they have some reason to them sometimes. Alright, so there's were-dragons here. These little symbols right here might seem scary, but there's no Molitar in this area. So it's not a Sandy-style warning. I promise. But there is a labyrinth. Can you imagine if there was a Molitar in here? That would probably be pretty wacky. But we're gonna go into the labyrinth. You can use the auto map, but that kind of takes the fun out of it. There's also a secret here. I'll show you what it's all about in a little bit. It basically has to do with the greener grass. Right around here. It gives you a Shadow Sphere. So the place you want to look for in a maze is this part right here, where you can press the button, and then lower more things around. It'll make it a little bit easier to navigate, but even then, you'll still have some issues. Let's use our last time bomb. Blow up the rest of these dirks. And push and shove them, and bully them with the crossbow. I love how exaggerated the knockback is in GZDoom. And since this is a GZDoom supported WOD, then this seems about right in terms of the gameplay you'll probably experience. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of double checking in this maze because there's a few enemies that like to hide around in little spots here, and some of them don't even wake up until you've explored certain parts of it. I think there's like a golem here somewhere. But you kind of just have to look around in every little corner. It doesn't take too long. I think we got him, but you can never be too sure. You can also check the little mini-map if you want to try that. Yeah, pardon me for doing a rather thorough analysis, but you know. Ah, there he is. He's guarding a flame orb. Yeah, it's a little off the crooked path. Yeah, I knew there was a golem in there. Never doubt me, either. At least in this case. Anyways, we have finished off this part. So let's continue into a new one. Pity I can't grab that just yet. Crossbow ammo, but it doesn't really matter. Because I'm going to use a Phoenix Rod on these guys. Tanky bastards. As for the rest of these guys, I'm going to use the Dragon Claw. Yeah, how about that? If you look up here, you'll see, if you're a filthy, ditzy cheater like me, you realize that's a secret. But how do we get there? Well, the way you get there might be a bit upsetting to some of my viewers, and to a little extent me. Anyways, let's press this button and reveal more enemies. And I'll use the crossbow for the rest of yous. And look! An opportunity to use the Chickenator. Another one. Hold still. Only 2 of them. Better than none. Now, if you have less morphobans than me, you could probably try lining them up to get a more efficient shot. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Either way, if it does, then you got some chickens, and you can make some chicken sandwiches. Anyways, use this door. Yes, this is a door. You can tell because it's got the little pull handle on it. It's a secret with a mystic urn. Anyways, down here, we're gonna chill. We're gonna grab the shield. And let's go down here for a little bit and hang out with the were-dragon. As for the rest of these guys, you can use the Dragon Claw. I'm going to use the Tone Up one since I have the Tome of Power. If you don't have a Tome of Power, then that's fine. You can just continuously shoot at these guys and they'll go down. Probably just as fast. Maybe even faster if you're good at aiming in their general directions. Might even be more ammo efficient depending on how they're all corralled and whatnot. I will use a crossbow too, just to finish off the rest of these guys. You can use the basic one. It shouldn't be too complicated. Shouldn't take too much time out of your hands. When all said and done, we can just finish off the rest of these guys like so. Now let's go for a little dip in the water. We'll send you back up here. We're just gonna get rid of all these other guys, though. Do a little sniping. This fellow, too. And let's see if auto-aim will decide to screw me over. Maybe not. We used the heck out of that enchanted shield. So make sure you grab that, because it will probably save your life. Probably. Before I go down there, like a little platform, I'm going to use this. I'm going to run. Grab the Wings of Wrath. Yes, that's a secret. What it'll do, I'll show you. But first, look at this enemy. Yeah, serpent, but it's winged and it's flying. Worthy of a serpent rider, if it was a bit bigger. Anyways, is that guy dead? Let's grab some more stuff around this area. Including this ammo I didn't grab till now. Anyways, let's do some platforming. Don't worry, it's nothing that'll kill you. If you've dealt with all the enemies already. A platforming won't kill you, but some of the projectile tossers will try to. This platforming is rather easy, I'd say. Now we went here because we're going to go up the lift. We're going to go up to this part of the area. Ah, land. Feels good to walk on land that's not totally freaking wet. And we can get some stuff out of it too. And around here, if you want, you can get out this way. You can also just hang around with the Sprippy statue. But there's something we gotta do. Or to deal with this area. We're gonna go all the way over here, press this button, and that will lower the yellow key. And of course, you'll have to deal with 2 more of these guys. I'm gonna use the Mystic Urn, because I rarely get an excuse to use it. These guys are kind of evil. Especially with projectiles like that. But when you're done, you can grab the yellow key, and you can get out. Now you can get out with the way I showed you, with the little area with the Sprippy statue, but I'm going to use the Wings of Wrath because, yeah, you're probably going to hate this level now. There are 2 secrets that you have to access with the Wings of Wrath. And that's the first one, and the second one is right back here. Yep, I told you. Yeah. Don't think I didn't warn you. So save that Wings of Wrath, and remember those areas. Now, this isn't too out of the way like the ones in the Wayfarer are, at least, so there's that. You kind of have to fly around a level just to get the most out of Wings of Wrath on that one. But anyways, the last 2 secrets are a breeze, and so is this area initially. But when you press this button, you probably want to get out, because, yeah, there's a lot of were-dragons in here. So if you have an egg that you want to use, it might make your life a little bit easier. You can roast these chickens. And I'm going to use more sippy juice, since I'm a nincompoop who likes to get hit by projectiles. You can also use the time bombs. They still kind of work against these guys, since they do stand still to fire at you. But here's another shield. Before we get it, we'll have to deal with these guys. Some more sippy juice. And some gargoyles. And look, ammo for the Phoenix Rod. Perfect. Alright, when you grab this, you can probably expect an ambush. And of course, it's an Iron Lich. So I'm going to use the Hell Staff on him, which should get rid of him relatively quickly. Well, when you're done with that, you can go 2 places, depending on what you want to do. I'm going to go here first, because there's another secret here. This Ophidian's guarding a Tome of Power. Now, when you're done with that, you can go over here. Get rid of these enemies, including the Ophidian and the ghostly golems and nitro golems, etc., etc. There are more Saber Claws, which will give you some ample opportunities to use time bombs. You can use a crossbow to keep them pushed back, thanks to GZDoom, exaggerating that pushback. You can even try to use it on gargoyles, maybe not the Iron Lich. Actually, maybe you can on the Iron Lich. I mean, you could do it on anyone, but you probably don't want to use it on the Molitar and the Sprippy. The Sporgo. Etc., etc., the Sino. Anyways, with this whole encounter all cleared out, we can go out here. Now this is the same place you would have went to if you went out that door with the area that had the Ophidian secret with the Tome of Power. But, we're gonna press this button over here. And if you shoot that button all the way over there, that's how you cross the bridge. That's how it temporarily raises up. And you can cross the bridge while it's still raised up, and if it's knocked down, you can shoot it up again. I'm gonna use the Shadow Sphere just to deal with these undead warriors. Because I'd rather not get hit by a vicious red axe. No thank you. I'm gonna go through this portal and deal with these guys. Yeah, they're infighting, which is fine by me. While you're here, you want to drop down this area. Grab the Mystic Urn, and I'll probably have to go back up there again, because there's something I should have grabbed but didn't, but, you know. We're just going to deal with the rest of these guys. There we go. Blew him up with a time bomb. Very nice. Now, yes, you do want to flip this switch because it reveals this one, but you can always shoot it this switch again if you're down there or up there. Whichever way you want to do it, it's all good. It's all gravy. You did want to grab the screen key, something I neglected to do at first, but should be good. Alright, so let's get some ammo. You can probably hear a little bit of snarling. Now, who could that be? Who could it be now? Oh no, he's a Molitor! I'm gonna use the Tome and the Phoenix Rod. But, to make things a little spicy, you got some disciples of the Sprippy running around. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Spaghetti-o. I'm gonna use a crossbow, too. And, you know, the sippy juice. If you line these guys up right, you might get one of them, you might get two, maybe. Maybe not. I got two. Very nice. Better than none. So if you have a Morphoben, you can try that out. If you have a spare Tome of Power, you can roast this beef. Better than Arby's. Delicious. Anyways, after dealing with that whole ordeal, should be everything, just about. Except, there's one more enemy. War Dragon. Alright. And that should be it. If you want to go back and grab items and stuff, etc., you can feel free to do so. But when you're done with everything, you can just go through the tunnel, and you're done. That's the Royal Gardens, and yeah, that is definitely a level. Some little nitpicks I have about it, or the choices of textures for some of the switches. Because those are the end level switches, but then again, all the level ends have been like either a portal or just a line def that basically ends the level. But one thing I can't forgive is the key color. It's supposed to be yellow, green, blue every single time. Nah, it's fine. But no, this level is alright. In fact, pretty good, I'd say. The only real legitimate complaint I have about it are the secrets being accessible only by the Wings of Wrath. Some people won't get that. I know a lot of people won't get that. But it's still manageable, like even more so than the one level that required it in the Wayfarer, because they are way closer to you than that level, because you kind of had to basically fly across the whole level just to get to that one secret with the Tome of Power and stuff in it, from what I remember. It's quite a journey, quite a voyage, even. But, yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can think of that up this level that I didn't particularly... Well, yeah, didn't care for it as much as the others. But overall, aside from that, I enjoyed this level very much. Some nice encounters. It made you think with the first one. This a little bit. which is way more than I could say about certain other Heretic WADs that I played on the Doom Roulette streams and stuff like that. It's basically just toss all the enemies at you. Whatever. Anyways, we are done with this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we go in the E1M3, which is Mire of the Wyverns. But until then, toodaloo.